Hey, welcome back everybody. We are back in Path of Exile, and this time we're doing a new character, or continuing with the character that I was leveling up earlier. And it is a Flicker Strike Accuracy Stacker that is utilizing Windburst support. Now, effectively this is an int stacker more than anything else, so we have 1800 int right now. We can get a lot higher than this, but we need a lot of currency to do so, and currently I am super broke. So that'll be a little bit of what we do today, but the other thing we need to do is to kind of just level. I'm doing a couple things here that are a little odd and honestly might not work. So you might see that I've got a bunch of auto exertion supports. The reason for this is we've got the corrupted implicit increased skill effect duration for each red skill gem, and what that is doing is increasing the duration of our wind bursts. So usually they are 4 seconds. We now have 5.4 seconds. And the reason I did this is because I couldn't think of anything else to put in my skill sockets. So kind of just went with this. I don't know if we're going to keep this or not. It's probably not a good idea, but here I am doing it anyway. So that's kind of where that sits. We're utilizing precision, purity of elements, and discipline, and I think that's pretty much it. As far as gear goes, our amulet is just an Astramentus right now, so we need to upgrade that. Everything else is pretty okay. This ring is kind of nice. This ring needs work, and we need a lot more crit and honestly a lot of things. What I'm currently working on is trying to replace this cluster, because this cluster currently just has 6 intelligence, and so I want to replace that with something that actually has more intelligence and preferably increased effect. So that is the next project that I have. The other thing that we can do is move towards a jewel slot and get a Watcher's Eye. Sublime Vision would also be good, but Sublime Vision is super expensive, so we would have to sell one of our very expensive items for that. We have one. We got lucky while trying to craft our cluster jewel, and accidentally made a really good strength stack cluster jewel, but that has to sell in order for us to do anything with it, or with that currency. So at the moment, the thing that we need to do is actually ascend. Let's see, so we only have one offering, but that should be plenty. We've got plenty of damage. I just haven't ascended for a while because we haven't needed to. And what we're going to do with this ascension is we're actually going to go in and grab the Nightblade, or elusive effect, from Oshabi. So we've already fought Oshabi, we already did that. And we just need to get the points for it, then we're good to go. So yeah, that is thing number 1 on the agenda for today. I think one of the next things is probably going to be something like, yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're using Nightblade support, which should help a ton with our crit chance. What is the effect on this? Increased critical strike chance? Perfect. Come on. There we go. All right. Good. Yeah, we need to level up Nightblade, because that's going to give us a nice amount of crit chance. There we go. Perfect. Hopefully this is a good way to go. Okay. And we should be good.
Singular of purpose, delight in your gilded dungeon, Ascendant.
Okay. Then we grab elusive effect and remove to 100%. Okay. Ton of experience, currency gems, transfigured to the same color. I think we go transfigured, same color. Boom, Frostblink of Wintry Blast. 80 chaos. What else is there? Let's see, gems. Oh wait, in color, ooh, transfigured version. So we have Frostblink of Wintry Blast. What do we want for a transfigured version? Do we have anything that'll make a good transfigured version? Soul Sacrifice is actually worth something now, so I'll keep that. What else do we have? I wonder if Righteous Fire, like Mana RF, is any good. Let's go check. Righteous Fire of Arcane Devotion. Not really. That was Molten Strike of the Zenith. Corrupted, no. Okay, Molten Strike of the Zenith isn't really worth it. Cyclone of Tumult is actually worth it. So that's an option. Stone Golem of Safeguarding is very worth it. So that's going to be the one I pick. If I pick any of them. What else do we have? What about Rage Vortex? Rage Vortex of Berserking. Not worth. I think it's really it. Unless Blade Trap is good for some reason. Blade Trap of Laceration. Nope. Okay, so Stone Golem it is. Oh, I got Hordes. Not as good. Unfortunate. But these two are good. What is Peacock or Bouncing? Nah, not worth anything. Stormbrand of Indecision? Nothing. Okay. Alright. We are now ascended. And let's manage shop. Bring this down to 60. Chaos. And 25 chaos. And then let's do these. Because I'm at a point where I just kind of need to send maps. I'm just gonna release you.
A bit of elemental protection should change the balance of this struggle.
Come on. What was I doing before that was like helping me with my sustain? Oh, you know what I had? I had increased crit strikes. That's what I had. That's what I had. Do I give up lightning pen for it again? I think I might need to. Put lightning pen over here just to level it.
Death's the only option here, I'm afraid.
Alright, let's do Rin first. That way we can get that safe house.
Exile, you're taking all.
Much better. Okay, so I need a little more crit strike before I can like drop increased critical strike chance.
Just do it, you kid.
You kill so good.
Okay. That'll give me a syndicate hideout to do, which is great. Right. Just a couple tornadoes. Okay. I don't love either of those. Excellent. That was all three. I do really like having a Rebuke of the Vow. Anything else in here? Alright, let's defer the Rebuke. Free rarity, sure. Alright, let's do this. All right. How's this league going for me? It's going really well. I actually got quite a few lucky drops. Our first build went pretty well. Took down enough Ubers to get the challenge done. And now we're on our second build, which I'm mostly making for fun. This is one of those builds where I don't care if the build is actually good. I just want to see a bunch of tornadoes on the screen. And if we can make it good, then great. How about yourself? Ooh, quantity of items, yeah. Fair, yeah. Investigation. All right.
Usually I have to go looking for my funny
Fight for a pure
I just
Big tough man like
Aww. No crazy drops. Really struggling this league, not gonna lie. Nothing works as it's supposed to. Oof. Sorry to hear that. Well, Corrupting Cry worked pretty well. Seems like Fizdot Elementalist is very, very good. I'm enjoying Accuracy Stacker, but that's going to be expensive. Avarice. Okay. Unfortunate safe house run. But that's alright. We go again. Don't be awful. AoE, avoid elemental ailments, crit strike, crit multi, increase damage. Sure. Yeah, I've had a lot of satisfaction in farming Betrayal and Harbinger. And then occasionally I'll go do T17 Scarab farming. That's pretty much all I've been doing for farming. I did Essence early on, which isn't as good money as it usually is, but it's still good money. We're just gonna release you for now.
we do not tolerate those that do next
Rank up for you. And then everybody else just... Nice. We almost have an intervention as well. Give cards. Yeah. Ooh. So hard to keep track of what's going on. Come on. There we go. A little more defense. Maybe just need to copy your Elementalist again and save my last league. It's still really good. I think it's actually better this league than it was last league. Elementalist got a small nerf, but it does not matter. And then I think Rue did his dot Elementalist as well, which is basically the same tech, but he went more auto bomber with it. Like he went more explosion, less survivability. Not to say that his is like squishy, it's just he had different priorities. I almost started it again because it's just so good. I like how this is supposed to be like me getting current or getting experience, and I've died twice now. Excellent. Yeah, that wasn't a great option, but we'll be all right. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Alright, we're going Harbinger Farm. Yeah, the next couple maps we gotta go Harbinger Farm. The question is this build gonna be able to handle a Harbinger Farm? We might be switching to the Cry character. I really don't care about Ostrogali. I care about cigarettes though. Okay, so let's see. Bits, we need scarabs. Basically all of these. And then we're not gonna roll these up anymore because we just need these to be good. And then we go Harbinger. Cool. Ooh. There's a lot of movement in my energy shields. Okay.
I have experienced enough death.
Too easy, assassin.
Killing me will bring you
Alright. Eldritch Jaguars, div card for currency. Sure, you can suppress. It doesn't bother me at all. Alright, let's drop that there. I don't like any of those options. To be honest, I would have hoped that you can alter the breaches in a map. They're so annoying after a while now. Yeah. I still like the like normal ones, like the normal breaches where you just run into the hand and then go nuts. And the towers have grown on me, honestly. I'm so scared. Ooh, okay. Delirium Scarab, no. Chromatic in quantity. I don't really want to give up regenerate at all. Mirror shard incoming? Oh, I can dream. That would be so incredible. I have never seen a mirror shard drop. The closest I've gotten to a mirror, I think, is I've had mirror shard cards. Although there are definitely times when I could have afforded a mirror shard. Never a mirror, I don't think.
There'll be no bargaining this time. Just use silence.
Awesome. Hey, we got some fracturing shards though. I'll take that. Can't complain about that at all.
Show me some. A spot more. Wheeling and dealing.
All right. I'll pick these up. Never seen one, period. Yeah, I think I got one card one time. And it was like a totally chance, like I think I got it from Heist. It was a great start to a league too. Right. Corel. Fortification is almost done. Yeah, why not? Let's interrogate you and get a thing done. This is a pretty good position for a breach, though. Alright, I'm gonna clear everything else out real quick. Down right there. Do the breach, then we'll do the boss, then we're done.
I shall slay every last one of you. Be gone, fiends! Burn it all to the ground! Nearly done!
Ooh, that was a lot.
Keep them back!
Excellent. Okay. The one lucky drop I had was in a T16 map, but Diviner's Starbox duplicated a Hienacore's lock card. It was a league start in Mercenary. It was a whole budget. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's enough to make a good build on. Yeah, I do. I don't know. I'm a firm believer that you kind of make your own luck in this game, and so like the vast majority of my currency has just been Harbinger farming. Shrines and Tormented Spirits. I don't want to do Tormented Spirits, and I also don't want to do Shrines. Tormented Spirits. Means the boss is gonna suck. That's alright. Yeah, so like Harbinger farming gets you a bunch of chaos, which is great. A nice amount of exalts, and then ancient orbs, which are 5 C apiece. So every like 20 of those you get is effectively a div. And then I've just paired that with June and memories when I can. Because at the end of this, I get a remembrance boss fight, which is a div, or at least it used to be. I don't know if it is still. We got another level. Excellent. Intelligence. What ascendancy are you playing? We're doing Juggernaut and Oshabi for the Vivid Cat. Thanks for the dopamine to keep you going. That's true. That's true. The fracturing shards help with that on Harbinger, but I've definitely gone dry on Harbinger before. Get like 20 maps without any fracturing. That sucks. You use elusive? Yes. So we're using Nightblade, and we have, I don't know if it's a good idea, but we have a single dagger mastery, even though we're using 2 claws, and we're doing it for the elusive effect and crit multi for Nightblade. It seems to be working out, but the thought there is we should be getting reset on our Nightblade at 100% instead of at 50 or 0. Ooh, that hurt. And then we should be doing more damage more consistently. Aren't fracturing pretty cheap this league? They're like 2-3 div, I think. Nulls are crazy cheap though. Oh, there's a soul eater in there. That's not good. Okay. I'm gonna go back to that other group in a minute. Okay. So hard to control myself. It's like simultaneously the best and worst part of Flicker Strike. All right. Flicker Strike has always seemed so stressful to play. Flicker Strike is actually crazy chill. Because, like, while you're in the middle of all the things, I'm holding a single button right now. Like, just one button. I just hold it down. If I get too low, I Whirling Blades out, and we were good. It is a shockingly relaxed playstyle. I don't want to do 2 syndicates in a row, so I need to release all of you. Transportation. You can do transportation. Soul Eater and Volatile Cores are the bane of my existence in this game. Yeah, so Soul Eater can be really annoying unless you have block. Volatile Cores are just, I mean, I think you just have to see them and react. Unless you're crazy tanky. There's a new season mid-December. Yeah, I'll be playing. But yeah, I play both. They haven't announced anything for that yet, right? Like, I haven't seen any announcements for, like, the announcement of the announcement. Which is kind of crazy, because I feel like they need to announce it in the next couple weeks. Like, they need to have the live stream in the next couple weeks to stay on schedule. Not that I know of, okay. But yeah, I'll be playing. I'm really looking forward to strength 8 classes. Like, it almost doesn't matter what one they add. Like, I just want to play it. I am hoping they do the druid because the primal like skills sound cool to me. Probably won't do shapeshifting, but I probably will play druid. Right. Very nice. Permanent Scarab and pack size? Pack size. Basic currency, sure, might as well. Basically done. I'll just do this and then we're good to go. All right. Really hope they add Axe's flail sword. I don't know what I hope they add. I don't love that they are restricting things to weapons so hard. Because I much prefer like fluidity between all the skills and different weapon types. But I am looking forward to new weapon types. Alright, let's see if we get something good from Betrayal. Okay. I agree with the fluidity, but the usefulness of specific weapons are then negated. Balancing uniques is easier. Animations is easier for devs. That's very true. The animations are for sure way easier. Aww. That's the third one in a row I've gotten nothing on. But I have had pretty good luck. I don't care about any of these. Don't care about any of these. The downsides aren't that bad, I think. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I don't know. I like... The more sandbox the game is, the more I enjoy. So I agree with you, the downsides really aren't that bad, and it's not like I can't work around it. It's just, I don't know. That's one of the things I love about PoE 1 is I can do anything I want. There are very few limits on what I can achieve with PoE 1. Let's see, Harbinger. Let's go. Loss of freedom, kind of. Yeah, exactly. And it's not even that I need them to be good. Like I don't need a build to be good. I would like it to be viable, but even that's, you know, I'm not. I don't really care too much about that either. If it's fun, I don't care. And ultimately, that's kind of what, you know, everything boils down to anyway. If they end up making a fun game, who cares if we only get to use certain skills on certain weapons, right? It'll all work out. That is one thing I can say is I do have trust in them as developers, because they've made an incredibly good game, and they've continued to just make it engaging and interesting over and over again. So I think I have a significant amount of faith in their abilities to, even if they don't get it right the first time, to fix it. Giannis.
It is the Karui way to give leadership to the victor.
Oh, your attribute stacking? Yes. Weapon swap helps, so it's possible to use axe plus sword. That's true.
If you choose me,
And I love that they removed the cooldown on the weapon swap. That was excellent. Jorgen. And we've got another safe house. Let's go. Yeah, we are in-stacking a ton. Well, okay, I say a ton. I'm not very good at stacking builds, so we've got 1800 int. What are you farming for? A specific build you're playing? I'm still working on this one. I do have another 2 builds that I've got in mind. One of them is going to be a mana stacker. Well, okay, strength stacker, stacking mana. And then the other one is just a Herald of Thunder build. I don't know which one I want to do next. So I want to do a Herald of Thunder Poison Assassin. And then I want to do a mana stack Bladefall of Charthus. Ooh. Yeah, this build needs about 1,000 more int to really shine. And then we'll move on. I probably won't even reach that level, but that's kind of the goal. Spellstron got this build to 3k int, and like it really popped off. So if I can get 2,500, that'll be probably good enough for me. Okay. Hey, what was that? A divine? No. Scarab Containment, which is effectively a divine. Release you. And let's get out of here. Bladefall of Charthus is like 5% mana cost. Would it work with the new Valborn? Apep's Rage. 25% mana cost is extra chaos. Unlikely. Let me look. Apep's Rage. Skills gain. Chaos damage equal to 20 to 25% of mana cost if mana cost is not higher than the maximum you could spend. It would, I think. The problem is so 5%, okay, 10% of, let's say you get to 10k mana, right? 10% of 10k mana, 1,000, you're looking at 5% cost, so that's 500 mana. And then 20% of that would be 100 flat. I feel like you could just do better. Like, I think in order to make Apex pop off, you need a whatever. What is the helmet called? The Shaper Mana helmet. That I can't remember the name of. Which you can use with Bladefall. Indigon? Yeah, Indigon. You'd have to get Indigon in order to make that, like, pay off, I think. And you can use that with Bladefall of Charthus. But then your Bladefall of Charthus is going to empty your mana pool and turn off, and then you have to turn it back on. And that sounds like pressing buttons. Which, isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I don't wanna. Not for a Bladefall of Charthus build. My hope is that I can stack mana to the point where it looks like a wall of just Bladefall all around you. I don't think it's possible, but I'm gonna dream. Ring stacking mana Bladefall of Charthus. This unique, right? Wait here. So Foulborn Dune Kubari. Whatever, Foulborn Dune gives you increased max mana per 12 strength. Shaper's Touch gives you mana per 4 strength. So with these two combined, you should be able to get a nice amount of flat and increased mana off of your strength. That is the only plan I have so far. That's it. That's the whole plan. I haven't thought about it further. I don't know if it's going to be good. I doubt it. It might use Crown of Eyes. It probably should use Crown of Eyes. I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to get flat on it. I guess I could do, is it Bloodlust support, or is Bloodlust support only attacks? Because I should end up having a ton of life if I'm strength stacking. But I think Bloodlust support is only attacks. Only attacks? Okay, yeah. Surely there's something else I can do there, but yeah, that is the super basic plan. Still lots to figure out. Big currency quantity, sure, we can do chilled ground. Quantity, div cards. Quantity, currency. Okay. There's a pair of unique gloves that gives flat fizz based on mana spent. They're weird though. I don't think they're gonna beat out Shaper's Touch, because Shaper's Touch are the gloves that I'm gonna use to get flat mana. So I need those. Wonder if I can do Archmage with Bladefall. Like, I'm sitting here thinking about it, and I'm just like, I think Archmage only. Oh wait, no, it's an arcane, so you can't support it with Archmage. Right, right. Okay, so Archmage doesn't work. Could Battle Mage Spellblade, but then you're going Strength and Stack, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Oh wait, no, you can't go Spellblade because I'm using a Doom. Dang it. Tough question. What ascendancy? Either Inquisitor or, well, okay, I don't actually know for sure. But for now, I'm thinking either Inquisitor or Hyro, because Hyro has a bunch of mana stuff. Ooh, Syndicate Medallion. Now the real question is, do we fight Katarina, or do we sell the medallion? The medallion is what, 2 div? I haven't fought Katarina this league. You know what? We'll take the chance. No way we profit off of this. We're doing it anyway. All right. I really should be using Assassin's Mark. Like, no two ways about it. I should be using Assassin's Mark. I'll switch that out soon. Mana Storm? That's an idea. Okay, the only problem with Mana Storm is I have to cast an ability, right? That's when you spend mana. I thought. Sacrifice all mana, gain 50% extra lightning. Yeah. So I would have to use an ability to spend all my mana, because Bladefall would not trigger it. And I'm really, like, not sustaining power charges. There we go. The when cast so channeling doesn't sacrifice. Yeah, I think that's right. Arcane Cloak is an idea. Especially because it's a guard skill that I think is instant. So I could automate it. Okay. There's no way that's gonna be good. Cinder Swallow's a divine though. Hold on. Why is Cinder Swallow a divine? Additional curse. $30C. That's not too bad. Definitely lost money on the deal, but could have been worse. And the build is holding up really well against Harbinger. I didn't think it would. Let's see. Arcane Cloak. Hey, we sold our Frostblink. Is an instant cast, yeah. %45% of current mana. We'd have to be careful about our reservations. Mana Storm, Arcane Cloak can work, and then it's just recover mana fast enough. Yeah, I mean, oh, you know, you're right, because Mana Storm would, Arcane Cloak would trigger Mana Storm. You're right. Oh wait, would that work? Because if Mana Storm went off, it would sacrifice all mana. So would it mess up the sustain for Bladefall? I'll have to test that. Arcane Cloak doesn't recover cooldown during its duration, so it'd be a short Arcane Cloak. Oh yeah, and you only get the buff for as long as the duration lasts. Okay.
Let me see.
Hype myself?
Not even the red blade or...
Don't make us regret this, Mutant.
Ooh. I know exactly how to fix this issue. I need one more level and like 2 div. Hey, we got some fracturing shards, very nice. Excellent. Mana Storm could work though. You use a curse skill instead of Arcane Cloak, you lose the defensive shield, but you still get the Mana Storm damage bonus. I mean, we would still have to test to see if Mana Storm cancels Bladefall, which I'm a little worried it will. It also might just be that we need to figure out some other method of getting flat. Gotta be something we can use. Like something that builds off of strength. Everything I can think of is all like... I don't know. Oh wait. Could you... Does Energy Blade replace all weapons or only swords? Oh no, it doesn't matter anyway, because it would replace main hand, and I've got Dune in my main hand. Never mind. Never mind. It also might just be like, we don't need the flat. Or we can get flat from like heralds. You know what, maybe that's what we do, is we just do heralds. Maybe we just do heralds. Let's drop this here and see how bad this boss is. Gonna be so bad. Possessed by how many ghosts? Would you do agnostic arrogance, drain life, and then recover life? Maybe. All right. I think I'm gonna need my other character to try and do this. Hopefully it's able to. That boss is kind of cracked right now. Ah. Oof. All right. 3, 2, 1. Maybe Indigon is just the play. Could be, but Indigon has the downside of. Ow, oh man, I'm gonna die.
Belief and conviction shall free your mind.
I'm so bad at this boss.
You deny a god.
We did it on the last try. Yeah, Indigon might be the play, and we might just have to deal with it being turned off every now and then. It is very annoying though.
Rena, protect me!
All right. All right, let's get out of here. 5% mana cost per second. You might be able to have it all the time if you don't use Arcane Cloak, but that's a DPS loss. You cannot with Indigon. Maybe. Yeah, you're right. It would be technically possible if you could balance it just right. Alright, we need Chaos Orbs. Okay, so we're now at a level of Chaos where we can get a Watcher's Eye. So oh wait, let's go back to the other character. How close am I leveling? Watcher's Eye. Discipline. And I kind of want to do energy shield per hit. All affected by discipline, which is minimum 2 div. Are there any of these that I can get anything else out of? Kind of the real question. I know what I would want. I want precision things. What I actually want is, let's see, precision. Let's see, we could do attack damage, or we could do crit strike multi. This one we could probably afford, if only barely. This one, there's no way we can afford. Yeah, 19D. Not happening. But what if we do a double discipline? What if we did regen? Okay, double discipline is out of the question. Okay, so let's do this one then. That's 4 div, which we can barely afford. Yeah, we can probably afford it. Alright, we need chaos. I have 23 of these. Eight of these. I need 4 div. Ooh. Divs have gotten pricey. Oh hey look, they've got a mana storm. Maybe it's Wrathpith. Maybe Wrathpith is what we do. Because we're strength stacking. Okay. So I need a single level. Do I care about these? I don't, do I? Yeah, no, I don't. Okay. Gets me to 1884. We are still very poor. And I think we're probably going to give up on those. Alright. Let me look at your device so I can grab my scarabs back. Now that I know I can handle these. Alright, I need one war horde and one reader. Wait. One war horde, 3 regency. Excellent. And then we go back to silos. Five, 6. Okay. I think Ivory Tower might be body armor for strength mana build. I think you're right. I think you're right. Which, you know, puts me in another odd spot because I'm just like, if I'm doing an Ivory Tower, do I do an instack as well?
This one smiles. A vile temper.
Only fair. I
All right.
I really do.
I'm trying. Exile. Good choice. Now listen up.
All right. I said I was going to switch to Assassin's Mark. I should really do that. Ivory Tower doesn't need to be in stack though. It doesn't. It just combos. It combos well with Inquisitor, because then you get free crit. Shaper's Touch gives you life things for intelligence. And even if we go Hyro, we can still steal the free crit node from Inquisitor. Bladeful of Charthus doesn't need unreserved. No. Maybe Guardian is the plan for a 3x or bonus. You... You don't need the unreserved, but it does kind of want the AoE. The AoE on Bladeful of Charthus isn't great, naturally. Reaper's Touch, evasion accuracy per int. Oh, never mind then. Int doesn't make any sense. So it would just be for the crit, and I don't think I care that much. Research, Elreon moves to fortification. I think we just release you for now. It gives increased ES and flat mana base, right? But with Dune, I'm better off going just full on strength, I think. I think you've convinced me strength, like pure strength stacking is the way. Then we just have to figure out AoE, which we could do with a second mace. Because there is I think it's an Elder mod that gives AoE per strength, per 16 strength, I think. But then we wouldn't be able to use Wrathpip. Oh, okay, hold on. Alright, let's go deal with this guy. Okay. Oh, wrong thing. Arcane Cloak gives flat. Arcane Cloak might just be the way to go, honestly. Arcane Cloak and maybe some duration. Get the uptime more, but I don't know. It'll be something I have to figure out like as we play it. Okay. And then the other build is... I'm still trying to decide between Poison Herald of Thunder or just Chaos Herald of Thunder Occultist. Because I think both would be good. There we go.
Wait, let me. The Piranda's family.
You really don't like clicking buttons? Yeah, of course not. No, I just really like cozy gameplay. It's like sometimes I'm okay with like more intense stuff. But a lot of times I find myself just wanting to like zone out and watch YouTube or watch whatever show I'm watching at the time and run through maps. Right? I like to be able to turn my brain off while I play. And the best way to do that is to have 1 button or 0 button builds. I also just really like the power fantasy of Herald of Thunder. Like there's nothing that says powerful to me quite like calling down lightning on your enemies. But that's at least a little bit of it. Okay. We now have another power charge. Okay, look, you need to rank up, and everyone else can do whatever.
You're no stranger.
Execute you.
Death is not the deterrent it once was.
I guess we just execute everybody.
Appreciate it. Take them. They're yours. There's plenty more where that came from.
Ooh, we got a tower. Power Fantasy is true. What about the Death Aura body armor? Falber version has 40% wither effect. I don't. I don't know that it's worth it. Like, wither is really powerful, but there is. Oh, let me see it. All right, hopefully that paused. There is wither effect right here that gives 20%, and then you can get, I think, a little bit more somewhere else. Oh wait, occultist gets some more. And people generally don't even end up taking that 20%. But I'm not super sure how useful. But it probably is really good. I don't know if it's enough to justify Death's Oath though. Or the body armor. I suppose the combination would be good. Alright. Let me clear out some of those. And we'll shield you. Okay. % wither is 36% more damage than max stacks. I mean, as long as you can get consistent max stacks, that's great. Which occultist makes it easy. I don't want to do Pathfinder. I usually do Pathfinder for Herald of Thunder poison. But it's not great. Like it's not a good part of the tree. It literally only has the wither and the proliferation. And you can get the wither in other places. Like worst case scenario, you can actually just, oh man, that was awful. You can get wither from wither totems or even channeling wither because you're not using any other buttons. Worth it, I think. But yeah, the The question really comes down to, do I want to use Poison Prolif as my clear, or do I want to use Occultist Pops? Because the way that would work is one way we go Falborn Malagaros and Blue Nightmare and the Sanctum Ascendancy that gives you 50% all elemental converted to chaos, right? I think you could probably just use the Blue Nightmare later on if you can get enough lightning conversion from that, and then you can drop Malagaros. But that's one way to do it, and you convert all of your lightning to chaos, and then you go nuts. No original sin necessary. Or we go Falborn Embalmer, and we get the Poison Prolif, and then we just go Assassin. And then we can use Glorious Vanity for Wither if we want to. There are other ways to get Wither, but that is one of the ways to get Wither. What is Death's Oath? Is just a big armor piece. Not Pathfinder for bigger first poison. Bigger first poison on Herald of Thunder is bad. Or are you talking about the, what is it, 20% chance to have your poison be deal more damage, I think? That's not awful, but it's like, a big part of that is the Wither. But the downside is you end up limited to, Voltaxic Rift. Like you just have to use Voltaxic Rift on a Pathfinder, period. Although now with all the chaos stuff, maybe you can, you know what, maybe you can pull it off. You still have to deal with shocks, which might be annoying. So you'd have to use Storm Secret. Yeah, Cultist is good. All right. Malagaros, maybe impulses. You could do reflected shocks. Is the normal thing to go ignite for Herald of Thunder? No. No, ignite Herald of Thunder is pretty hilariously bad. At least historically. even the test I did at the end of last league, as I was like prepping for this league, best case we were getting like 1-2 million ignite DPS, and then we were actually relying on a different skill to get a bigger ignite on single target, because there was just no good way to do it. Right. Hey, somebody about the Cinder Swallow. I mean, worst case, you can always go Storm's Gift, Worms, or for Shock.
Now, I'm no Clive.
Okay. Okay. Bellborn Impulsa has Purity of Lightning, reserves 0 mana, so maybe 100% Fire Cold, taken as Lightning Chaos. Could be. The thing I worry about with that, though, and the reason I don't like going Impulsa generally, is I don't like Impulsa as a chest piece. Because I probably put too much emphasis on being tanky, or approaching tankiness. Although I'm sure there are ways you can pull that off. Let's see if we can get a good... Go there. Another topic, I like the Felborn for 4th Vow. It's well with Inquisitor shared regen. 40 non-chaos goes through ES instead of Fizz. Oh, I didn't look at that. I'll need to take a look. Manage shop earnings. We need probably
The dreamer welcomes you. She is pleased.
hold on now. Interesting. Increased global defense. Sockets cannot be modified. Let's see. In of the loyal, miscellaneous, Bellborn, yes, go. Quality of socketed gems. I have 3 blue, 3 red. Alright, 3 red, 3 blue, search. 5C. Okay, takeaway here is I have 8,000 graft blood and no more ancient wound gifts, so I'm gonna go get some more of those, assuming I can afford them. Yeah, we can afford them. Okay, so ancient. Item level 83. Instant buyout. I was about to say, those prices seem incredibly reasonable. That can't be right. 18. Lavish, sure. Mysterious, no. Lavish, sure. Lavish, sure.
Welcome back. She will soon.
No luck. Unfortunate.
The Genesis tree accepts your offering.
All right. No luck on any of those. And we continue. Okay. All right, Barici.
My team here has
You release. You intelligence. Perfect. It's a real shame these don't return. Like, it'd be really cool if I could use return on them, but they don't work with return. Okay. Alright, Varici, ranks for you. Elrion, no. Hillock, no. Alright. Thinking Felborn Moonbender on my Inquisitor. You know, you could do that on an Assassin. I'm assuming you're wanting Inquisitor because of the dual regen, and then you like split the damage between energy shield and health. But you could use Assassin for that. Because Assassin gets unaffected by damaging ailments, and I think it's 30% regen or recoup. You get like a huge amount of recoup right off the bat. And then you need a lot less recoup to like just stack. Recoup physical only. Yeah, but if you're going trauma stacking is all physical damage. So the idea that you guys are in different chats, I just realized. So Rap is talking about doing like trauma stacking with Valborn Moonbender because it gives such a huge attack damage boost. If you're gonna go trauma stacking and you want to do like actual big trauma stacks, you have to have a way to like work around the physical damage you're dealing to yourself. Recoup is a good way to do that, but it's hard to get enough recoup. Assassin gets a ton of physical recoup, which is what the trauma stacks are gonna deal. Is it good? No idea. I've actually got another. I've got another build in mind. I want to try and do a recoup looper, like a hardbound loop build, with just Assassin's recoup as the damage. Like no ward loop, just recoup from Assassin. Well, from Assassin and other stuff, but.
Die so easily. Silence falls. I won't fail. I won't die so easily. Done. Get out of here.
Okay. Sorry, I haven't looked at chat in a minute because it's hard to look at chat while I'm doing this. Okay. Missed that part? Yeah, I did. That sounds amazing. I'll jump to YouTube. It's very much good. I don't know about Moonbender part of it. Never mind, couldn't text in chat there for some reason. Odd. So, why did you opt for slower proj? I didn't at the moment. So you're looking at a slightly outdated one. I switched to Nightblade. Slower proj, the idea was, the weird thing about Flicker Strike is it teleports you to a distance of 0 to whatever you're hitting. What that means is that when we hit things and we spawn the tornadoes from Windburst, there is a chance, again I don't know because it's really hard to tell, there's a chance that the Windbursts are actually being spawned behind them and therefore missing my main target. For big targets that doesn't matter, they're going to get hit anyway. For smaller targets, I think they might get missed until like the Windburst hits a wall and comes back or something. So I was going to see if slower proj helped. Slower proj also gives me more projectile damage, but we opted for Nightblade instead because that's giving us a ton of crit and crit chance. And we're using this Ascendancy now with Vivid Cat to remove Elusive at 100%, or have a chance to remove Elusive at 100%. Which seems to be working very well. Have you played with Fury Valve Tech? I league started this but with Cyclone. Does Fury Valve work with this? Do I have a Fury Valve? Really? Does the rune graft work as well? If you did, I'm not gonna hand you one. I'm just gonna go buy one. Oof. Okay. The real question then is, does the rune graft have the same graft breaks it? Valve works because it's splitting? What is the one I'm thinking of? The refraction? Interesting. Okay, so how far behind does this put us for Dex? 155. $131, 124. Alright, that brings me down like 250 intelligence, but it probably needed to happen anyway, but I want to try it. Projectiles have to collide to fork. Got it. Wait, so they start splitting instead? Interesting. Okay, that's worth a shot in a map. That's worth a shot in a map. Interesting. Was the tech here really just that Fury Valve works really well with it? Or is it that it like it procs on the... there's no way it procs on the new projectiles, right? See the number of projectiles you get now? I do. I just... So it's just getting a crazy amount of projectiles, basically. That is so many projectiles. Basically triggers it. Does Sniper's Mark work? I couldn't tell if Sniper's Mark worked. I was on the verge of replacing Sniper's Mark with something else. That is so many projectiles. That's insane.
Let's keep it simple this time. I'm here to save your
But not enough.
a rough tussle.
In my tent.
Release you.
I may have it a good
Bargain with you. Hard to tell because there's only one target, but it does in fact work. That's sick. Thanks for the tech. The prod speed is also very nice. Let's see, what all does Fury Valve give us? All LE. Projectiles, projectile speed. Additional prod. Okay, so I really need phew, words are hard. I need one that has int on it. Have it out? Yeah. Appreciate it. Okay, so dex int? I thought I saw a dex int. That's natural though. Int. Pseudo total intelligence search. We get 28 intelligence. Can't get. What are the implicits for an amulet? Jewelry, amulets. Okay, percent int is what I want. That's what I found is res, but I think you can still get percent int and get percent int. I'm super confused. That seemed like a no-brainer to me. Okay, so the other thing we can do... I can do long shot or effect duration. Buy? Oh, what's going on? Yeah, I just bought one for strength int. Seems pretty good. Oh, wow, I was confused. I was confused because I didn't expect a strength int percent implicit to be so cheap. Sorry. Lost in thought. In a catalyst, how much are these? 1 to 2. Okay, that's not too bad. Give me like 20 of these.
I'll put the word out.
Res. Eh. Caster, no. Life and mana, no. Defense. No. Speed. I think I'm gonna be stubborn about this one. It's effectively an extra percent that I'm going for. That's so close.
I'll put the word out.
You got this? I hope so. Attribute 12. Oof. I think I need like 18. And that's all the chaos. Okay. On the bright side, that brings us back to 1724. Isn't quite as high as what we had, but it's getting there. And we have a much sillier amount of projectiles, which is most important. What's my strength right now? 250? That was a great time for an alchemy orb, because I need one. Hmm. No luck. Oh well. All right. How much is a tainted oil? 108. We're gonna do one more wrap and then we're gonna see what we should anoint on this. Because I was using the AoE Tribal Fury, I think that's what it's called. I don't remember. To strike skills, deal damage in an area. But I don't think we need that anymore. We seem to be doing just fine without it. Which is great. So, let's figure out what we want to put in here. I feel like it's got to be like the crit node for projectiles. This feels incredible. Okay. Intervention intelligence. Okay, I need to do that. So many tornadoes. So good. Multi-shot. Do I want to anoint that or do I just want to grab it? Because I'm like 5 points away. Multi-shot gives 3 more? Wait, what? How does multi-shot give 3 more? Because of Valve? Right, but it would split into an additional. So it only becomes, I guess it only becomes 3 more if it actually hits something with Sniper's Mark. Right, Valve splits into the additional proj. So, but you only fire 1. So you fire 1. It hits it hits a target. It splits. Goes a base 3 proj, right? It gets 2 from Fury Valve, giving it 5. And I've got a couple on my own. Like I've got Phantom Blades up here, and I think Phantom Blades over here. Wait, you still fire 3? Is it because of the Windburst fires 3 projectiles, and so... Oh, wait, so it's additional. Modifiers to number of projectiles instead apply. Okay, so because that's the base value, because 3 is the base value, each of those then split. Got it. Got it. I'm caught up now. I'm caught up now. Now I understand. I was wondering why we had so many projectiles. You're getting it. You know, I'm slow sometimes. Sometimes it takes me a minute. Okay. So additional proj is now way more valuable to me. So should I do greater multi? That's why I call it tech. It is good tech. Volley is better than multi? Oh yeah, because it's got less of a downside. But because of Fury Valve, it doesn't mess up the way it fires. What do I give up for that? I'd have to recolor it because I really don't want to give up Nightblade. Yeah, I've used, I really like Fury Valve. It's just, I don't play a whole lot of projectile builds. So the last time I used it was a couple leagues ago. I did a, when they redid Glad, I did a Hidden Blade Glad Bleed build that used Fury Valve and Return. And Fury Valve there was just quality of life. My blade's too OP. Yeah, it really is. Hey, that's the first divine I've gotten from a breach. Is aiming at +2 projectiles and modifiers to max instead split? Yes. I started assassin and now going impale. It's a really cool gem. Like I've almost started this this build. I'm glad I didn't, because if I had, I would not have gone accuracy stack, and accuracy stack is so good with this. Because like the big thing with accuracy stack is you get a ton of attack speed, like an insane amount of attack speed, which for this build is all about maximizing Windburst because you're moving around a lot with Flicker Strike. These are all useless points to me, so I think, yeah, just multi-shot. Indigo, black, silver. Okay, which oils do I have? I have indigo, I have black. I need silver and tainted. One tainted, I have chaos. And one silver. Okay. Indigo, black, silver, multi-shot, anoint. Huge. Alright, 17. Price of ancient orbs have dropped pretty substantially. That's no good. Alright. Let's go talk to a tree real quick. Also getting good flat damage. And that's the other big thing. True. If I really wanted to, I could do this. If I just cared about damage, this would probably be the right play. but I don't just care about damage. It also kind of defeats the purpose of the insta because then I lose a bunch of intelligence from up here. And it increases my damage by like 50%. So I don't think it's actually worth it.
Enter. She will soon be.
Okay. Where was I at? I think we need more scarabs now. I think I'm brush out of basically all scarabs, yeah. Okay. Regency, I only have 98 chaos, so I'm gonna have to be a little light here. Alright, so we need one obelisk. This wouldn't be a problem if I hadn't spent my money foolishly. And then 3 Harbinger. Okay. There we go. We all do it. Yeah. Actually, so okay. The latest thing that like I did a terrible investment on, and like it was one of the worst crafting projects. So I grabbed this to try and make myself a good instack cluster jewel, and I basically just chaos slammed it until I hit 35 increased effect, and then like played around with it to try and get int on it, and that's all I cared about. This is the result of like one of the 300-ish chaos that I spent on it, and it's incredibly good. Like it's insanely good for strength stack, life stack. I can't sell it. I need somebody to buy it. I keep lowering the price, but like mine is the cheapest that exists. Oh yeah, I can't. You guys can't see this. So the comparable cluster jewels to this one are above 100 divines. No one's buying it, so I keep lowering the price. But it's such an insane cluster jewel. Like it's insane. So at some point that'll sell. I'm not sure how that hasn't been yoinked. I don't know. So many projectiles. It's so good.
I can still feel the cold grip of death when I close my eyes. Don't worry, you'll feel it soon enough. Face death again.
All right.
I'm ill-fit for this duty.
I'm at the point with this build where I don't even care if it's good. I've seen things like that go for like 5x that price. Yeah, I think it's just that right now there are no strength stack claw builds or claw or dagger builds. If there were, that would be gone.
Let's get this one in. A rough tussle, but I'd rather not lose my head on choose. A rough.
If you wish to change minds, it is better to raise people.
Haku becomes trusted. Yeah, let's move him over. Is it good that it's a 12 passive? Yes. 12 passive is ideal for a cluster like that because you want as much benefit as you can possibly get for like stats. But for those you want like more nodes.
Defend me!
Let's see you get through this.
Swarming me!
Okay. I wonder how well this is gonna boss eventually. I also kind of want to take it back into the simulacrum and see how it handles it. So I imagine this would be very good in a simulacrum. Okay. Huge. I'm sure it would be. We can try it. We can try it right now. Delirium, simulacrum, chaos. Yeah, the only question is going to be whether or not I can survive. And I'm hoping with the ES on hit, I'll be okay. I almost died right there. That's not a good sign. Have any proj in a small area? I'm sure you'll be good. Hopefully. I just can't see anything. Detonate dead is actually going to be pretty scary. All right. It's true. My build shatters all the enemies, so I don't worry about it. Don't let your life partner lie to you. We'll see what Wave 11 Omniphobia has to say about that. We'll see. I mean, theoretically, as long as they don't do 9k in one hit, I'm okay. Divine Incubator, Ornate Incubator, Medium Cluster. Alright, let me put these incubators on. Look at this megalomaniac. We got Blanketed in Snow. The Weight Advantage and Haunting Shout. Nothing too crazy. Okay. Might as well use that. And let's go. Eight passive large cluster. Yep, there it went. I just saw the explosion. I didn't see what caused it. Alright, we got Kosis over here. Okay, Kosis down. Discipline leveled up. And we got another medium cluster. What do we get this time? Devastator, bodyguards, flexible sentry. There's only one with all three of those, and it's 100C. But I don't trust that. See, making this look easy? I don't know about all that. We're only at like, what? Wave 8? We're not at the hard part quite yet, and I've died once. Yeah, wave 9. Although Kosis went really well. There's a lot of hope. Ooh. The crazy life drops are wild. What is going on? What was that wave? Impale on hit, maim, damages extra chaos, chaos res, okay. Yeah, I think I'm running into like a bunch of additional proj. Because my damage isn't super great. But it's taking a while to kill things. Even though I have fluffy blanket levels of tornadoes. Passives, staff attacks, Mason Scepter, okay. This is wild. Like, I'm just looking at my energy shield drop to 1000 and then come back. Actually wild. As I said, don't let it lie to you. I mean, so far you've been correct, and we're at wave 12, so... Not doing too bad so far. That is so scary. Yep, there it went. What is going on here? Move, attack, cast. 3 additional proj. Ooh. That middle spot is not a great place to be. Why does additional proj hurt you so much? Because I have no block. So it's that it's overlapping and hitting me faster than I can regen. Or faster than I can like get my ES back up. I'm just being shotgunned harder than I can shotgun. At least that's what I assume it is. Because generally multi-proj is scary. Yeah, it's the only thing I can think of. Never played without it. Yeah, I'm dual wielding claws, so I have 20% base block, and that is it. But I don't have much of a choice. Okay, I think I'm finally good. Queen of the Forest. Oh. Alright, what have we got this time? AoE. Fizz is cold, Fizz is lightning. Not great. Not a bad run though. All right. How do I do this again? There we go. Okay, nothing too wild in there. Back to Harbinger we go. There we go. Alright, I'll come back for you in a minute. Okay, now I'm coming back for you. Okay. Alright, I need to go interrogate people before I can go into the safe house or into the lab.
Good riddance. I can appreciate. The question now, Exile, is whether or
A shame. I rather liked that villain.
Ow. I mean, I guess it's what I get for not waiting on the Harbinger to do things.
Would you like to know? And now you see.
Hey, we get a safe house. Nice. All right. You know, I really should scry Defiled Cathedral. Like that's definitely a thing I should do. Maybe I start doing that. All right, save house time. Yeah. I still kind of want to do ambush farm, but it's so expensive to get started. No, it doesn't make sense. Bone Shatter not being able to be used with that Bare Fist. I agree. I would also really like Unarmed to work with Flicker Strike. That is a funny picture in my head of teleporting around and slapping people.
You fight well in a cage. Let's see how
Alas, you cannot do that. Not unique anymore. Got it. Is there anything that I care about in unique boots? don't think so. I think these are the like coolest things there, so I'm just gonna grab those. They're not worth anything, but they're cool items. Okay, so defiled cathedral. Is somewhere that I should go to scry things. Defiled. Base course is a fine substitute, and then we just go defiled cathedral all the way. I need to scry defiled cathedral onto silo so that I can have better div cards. Not that I'm gonna get any div cards, but I can dream.
Abandon all pretenses and save yourself while you still can.
Alright. Rin and Jorgen become rivals. Are they not already rivals? Suppose they're not. Alright. Alright, we're gonna release you. Excellent. Nice, we got some fracturing shards. Throw that down real quick. And good stuff. Hey, we get some more fracturing shards. Let's go. Okay.